Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, the 19th, I think, 20th, 19th. 35 degrees. It's gonna be an interesting day, interesting couple of days. It's 35, gonna hit 50 in the afternoon. We got a lot of rain coming. Then that rain's gonna hit a cold front tonight and turn into more snow. So once again, we're out at the airport. It was about, it's a little after 8. We're waiting for the 8 o'clock plane to show up from Detroit. We had one FedEx plane already show up. The big plane from Detroit, they should be here. This is old Shelly. I gotta wear my gloves, I should have. But I got hurry. Not wearing no winter's hat. Got the ball hat on today, baseball hat. Got the camel orange going. I like the camel orange because I tend to wear black. And the camel orange, if the dogs can't see me physically, they can see the hat. They can see the color, so they know where I'm at. Which is always a good thing to let your pets know where you're at. Today is our declaration. Boys! Want them to get near me, not by them. Today's our declaration day, which means we are told by WiMAX, who holds our ETFs, how much we're getting for LFGY, GUI, GOOY, and WiMAX, my weekly. LFGY and WiMAX are my weekly dividend payers. GUI is I think GUI's a monthly. Just they're all different. I think I have 8 different sets of WiMAX funds. And I have them all paying. My weeklies are obviously every week. But I try to have it set up where I have 2 or 3 on every Friday. Which makes Friday a kind of nice payday. I mean, it's last week it was, I think, 70 something bucks. You know, that's not bad. Just for having money sitting around, somebody's got to pay me something for it. Yeah, I'm all for it. That's fine. It works for me. I don't hear the plane, which it is. Looking at the watch. 20 after 8. They're late. They should be here already. Brr. Let's see. Weather downstate, I don't think is anything different than us. So our plan today is to get these boys tired. Our plan for this morning, we packed well. We have a couple winnies packed. I have my vape pen. But we're gonna try and spend a couple hours out here walking around, getting them tired. Because during the rain, these prima donnas don't like to get wet, especially Ruckus, the black guy. He doesn't like to get wet, so he's a sissy when it comes to rain. He won't go outside. Crazy. But for the 19th of March, our snow's almost gone. Goodness. Apparently after this weekend, it's going to return to spring, air quotes. But we got to get through this weekend first. That's fine. It's been a long, actually a very good winter. A winter that Michigan is not seeing in, I'll say, at least 3, 4, 5 years. Well, yeah, since we moved up further north, we haven't seen a good winter like this. It's been going on 6 years, so it's been a while. Had to use a snowblower more than twice or 3 times. Just emptied the gas out of that yesterday, so it's official. We're gonna call winter over. We don't have any more gas in our snowblower, even if it does snow, we're not gonna get the snowblower out. Can you hear the jackass with the Harley? There's always one person that's got to be the. I was out riding a bike on March 19th. The first time you see pavement, I get it. But Jesus, fur. Proof of point. That's cold. I'll just take a picture and call it good. Shit, easy. We are way up. We are at the airport. This is west of the airport. Still county land up until get like 20 feet inside those pine trees, and that becomes private property. But yeah, there's somebody out here. And that's another reason why we got the orange hat. So if there is somebody out here hunting illegally, they can see my hat. Not that it's gonna matter, because they'll probably kill me anyways for being out here, but you got legal hunting, sniping, poaching, whatever. Remember when I was a kid, we would roll through this up here, and this up here when I was a kid, shit, 40 years ago, it's a lot different than it is now. It was not so populated. You'd drive down a road, and there were chances that you'd get shot at, because there were people in the swamp that would take shots at other people. And it's redneck hillbilly things the way they were, not anymore, because it's too populated, too many cops. It's gonna be a nice day. It's good. 2 nice days in a row. My wife said that our licorice plants are starting to spring up. So we're gonna take a look at those this afternoon. When we get back, we can split those up and plant them down on our other plot of land we got to the east. Where our house is. Oh, there he is. I don't know how he does this, but every time he's out here, that little bastard always finds a bone. He's gnawing on a deer. Let's go see what he's gnawing on. Yeah, we got ducks. Not ducks, but geese. You know what I'm thinking about? That's probably what I heard the other day when I was up on the hill. Hey, come on. Ruckus wants to go that way. We're gonna go that way, but we're gonna see what your brother's gnawing on. Yeah, it's a little deer bone. I'm not sharing my deer bone with this guy. No. That looks like a little deer. That looks like a fawn. That thing is just tiny. Never know who got it. Nature could have been just a bit, or. But yeah, it's like a small deer bone. All this is a big old raspberry field, wild raspberries. Walk through here now, they're like little puppy teeth. They'll bite your leg and they'll catch you. They hurt. I always said, this is where we're gonna come to get our raspberries. But every year I don't do it. Why? They grow prolific in the acidic soil. That is certainly what we have at our house, all the pine trees and whatnot all around. I hear it at 8 o'clock. He's late. But yeah, we're talking about transplanting our licorice plants. They're good for the bees, good for the butterflies. Which my wife has been chewing through your kick on bees and honeybees and good boy. Good boy. Come on. So walk us through the raspberries. Thank you. So yeah, we try and help the bees and the butterflies whenever we can. And these plants are absolutely gorgeous when they're full bloom, at least 5 feet tall. They got big old purple cone flowers on them. Absolutely fantastic. They are a blend, not a blend, but offshoot of the catnip plant, spearmint plant, something. I think it's catnip. But they're fun. They're fun to have. We have them in our front of our. You can see videos. I don't know, playlists. I think nature playlist has them. But just sit back there and watch the bees go at it is just wow. It really gives you a good feeling inside knowing that you're helping these little bees and shit. Butterflies and helping nature do nature. So we were here the other day and we told you about people that were camping here that leave bottles and shit empty because they're tourists and they don't care. Well, this is the spot and I stand corrected. Or somebody's already been here and cleaning this up. Which it doesn't look very disturbed. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Somebody either already cleaned it up or I have to believe that it wasn't that the fact that the snowmobilers didn't make a mess, because they always do. I think somebody was here. Honestly, you want a little political statement about it. I think it was somebody that was hard up for cans and didn't have a lot of money because around here it's tight. We pay a little bit more for everything because it's got to get shipped this far up north. There's not a centralized shipping hub close to us, and yours one's about an hour away, Gaylord. And even that you can call it small. So, yeah, sorry if I'd already been here. Looking at the tracks, I don't see new tracks in the snow. I do see side-by-side tracks. Boys! They got a deer. God damn it. Yeah, this is when it's. Where's the. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I left that at home. Great. I left their controller at home, so they have no way. Well, the good thing about having their collar on is that they think that it's gonna be. So hey! So when I yell, they come back knowing that the next step is gonna be the beep, beep, beep. Well, I didn't bring it. I left it on the counter, and I will guarantee that's where I left it. It was on the counter. So I was getting my phone, I was getting my wallet, and those were on the counter. Yeah, it doesn't make a hill. It doesn't make a hill of being difference. Doesn't matter. They're good walking around by themselves. They got their they got the collars on. The placebo effect. They think that. So, yeah. Damn. Oh well. Yeah, my fingertips are getting cold. See, astronauts came back yesterday. That was pretty cool. Always love watching. I love space. I've always loved space. When I was a kid, I used to love the quasars and brown dwarfs and shit like that. watching those people come back from space is just like, holy cow, that is so awesome. Yay, we got a pooper. Woohoo! That's pretty amazing to send people up and bring them back. It's pretty cool. That's FedEx. You can hear FedEx coming there over there somewhere. Or that could be FedEx going to the zoo. We do have another FedEx plane coming in today. We always have two. On the big days, we get three. With them being on the edge of the woods, it's not that it's somebody else's property. It's the fact that that's where the animals live. The raccoons, skunks, the porcupines. Knock on wood, we haven't seen one yet this year, but we're due. We're due. We have the ammonia and no. See, that's the Belson, the FedEx. There's dish soap, hydrogen peroxide, and water for skunks. That is the tried and true method. That works better than pretty much everything that I've ever tried. We have tried. Man, it's cold. I really wish I would have put gloves on. Damn, it's chilly. Here's Trevor. But yeah, these guys love being out here. I love being out here. They love being out here. This is perfect. Nobody else is walking through here. There's a guy that every place that we go to walk our dogs, there's always, we're not the only people that think about that. Let's say that. There's a so last year we ran into the guy that had 3 dogs that ran around here in the morning time, and we kind of talked, and his set time is 8:30 to whatever, 10 o'clock. So we try and miss that, or we go to the other side of the airport and run our dogs, or do whatever, you know, especially at the pipeline, which is the other place next to our house that we like to go to. I will drive my Jeep and put it on top of the big hill, so when people are driving in, they can see my Jeep, know that, you know, look at my Jeep. I have stickers all over the place, and what I do constantly have are stickers of dogs, decals, whatever you want to call them. But dog decals, big dog pit bull decals, let people know that, yeah, I do have dogs, and yes, they're more than likely running around in my Jeep, which is fun. Oh, pretty clouds, pretty clouds. It's gonna be a great day. Which is funny because we got a house being built across the street from us. It's almost, the exterior, the framework is in. The guys on the inside now getting that ready. So, they put this thing out quick. They built another one within 6 or 8 months, and it's already on the market, ready to go. I was thinking about that yesterday, and they're not going to sell it for were they asking $460 for it? They're not going to get that. They might get a low 4, but I doubt that. But with the new one that's being built across the street from our house, I wanted to ask the builder, what the fuck are you doing across from my house? You got 14 other plots. Jesus Christ. But he's not going to be happy, because I did tell him we're going to be looking to sell this in the spring, summertime. My windows are going to be open. Every time somebody new comes around the house, my dogs start barking. I said, you're going to have to deal with that when you're showing the house. You're going to have 2 dogs bark their head off, which is going to work kind of perfectly, because it's going to tell the neighbors, hey, I do have dogs. Hey, they are big. And I got an alarm system. Yay! It's perfect. That is what I have my dogs for. Multiple purposes. The alarm system is just a bonus. Now we are walking up to the front of the airport. This is where a lot of deer come by. You'll see a hunting blind sitting in there a couple of times. There's blinds all through there. This goes back quite a ways. I'll show you. Well, this is a depression. It gets wet all the time. As you can see, if it's standing in water, you get people try and test out their trucks in here. I have not taken my Jeep through here. I probably won't. I'm not looking to get my Jeep stuck. Not looking to use my winch on a daily basis. I used to do stupid things with my Jeep. I don't do that anymore. My winch is only there to get me out of problems that I try not to get myself into. I've been stuck at times with a lot of winch back in my old TJ days. Yeah, we got stuck bad at one time with Bosco the first time. I had to walk quite a ways, quite a while. I finally got it unhooked, but yeah, that was a fun day. I look back at it thinking now, yeah, that was a fun day. But hey, black jelly beans, woo! Come and get them, come and get them. Nature's free. Now this is where you'll have a lot of people come in here and try and hunt, and hence the reason why somebody put these logs down here. Somebody drove back here. That's not good. You can see how wet it is. It doesn't get really dry here quite a while. Right here's one of the stands that people put their stand up in there. Go hunting. If you could see, my Jeep is right through there, all the way at the middle. Yeah, there'll be somebody having a blind up there. Gotta cut my nails. Holy cow. There's something way up there. Let's see. There. Right there. I don't know what that is. I can't zoom in far enough. It looks like it's some kind of shelter. It's not natural, that's for sure. But we'll leave that there. I'm not going back any further than this. Oh, so now they're fighting. Who's gonna get the deer hide? That's Geordie. That's the deer hide. Huh. Matt gave up. That's fun. Interesting, because that means there's no meat or anything on there. I see you. All right, let's go take a look. You guys want to see what it did? I don't think it's the actual dead deer. I think it's just the hide. Somebody threw a gut pile out here. This is what's left. A gut pile is after you get done shooting your deer and you dress it, you cut it from asshole to chin, take out everything on the inside, then you take out the hide too. Take off the hide, and this is what you're left with. This is a really small one. With all the yeah, they're going to town just eating that. Am I afraid of them catching anything? No, not now. It's been too cold. Anything that's tried to live on that, as far as I'm talking something bad the dog's gonna eat, it'd still be dead. It hasn't been warm enough to worry about that. But right now, he's pulling sinew off the deer hide. I don't like the sinew because he's got to pass that. So we're gonna get these guys motivated and get on our way. Boys, let's go. That's gonna take a while because you're not gonna want to move. Come on. Come on, boys. Mac. Ruckus. Let's go. See how he looked over at his brother to see what he was doing. That's when Mac, the youngest, I got my deer and I'm gonna keep it. So he's gonna, what he does is he runs ahead 20, 30, 40, 50 feet. He'll stop and he'll chew his deer until we get there. And then he'll walk another 30, 40, 50 feet in front of him. Well, he'll turn around and we'll call him and then he'll come running back and he'll be 40, 50 feet up in front. Always a hoot. Fucking love these dogs. They're so damn funny. Man, it is nice. It's gonna be a good day. Hey, we got nobody watching. Got two. What's up, big boy? Arr. Yeah, your brother took his deer leg with him. So yeah, this is the true. I was gonna talking about those flowers earlier, transplanting them. I was gonna see if the ground is thawed, but now that I see this tells me the ground is thawed. So that's cool. I can get those transplanted today. I started up the cub kit yesterday, and it started a half crank. That thing is awesome. It's got a Kohler 720. I think I know it's Kohler. I can't remember how big of an engine that is, but man, that's pretty cool. Love having that riding a lot more. It helps. I have not heard the 8 o'clock, so that tells me there is no 8 o'clock today. So I'm thinking, what day is today? Today's Wednesday, middle of the week. Yeah, ain't already moving. They'd be moving Monday, Friday, so that makes sense. So now I'm thinking how I'm gonna get up there to the field and I'll get my feet wet. I'm not wearing my winter boots. I am in my hiking boots. So we'll walk up this way. Back. And again, we can only walk this in the now when the ground's clear, because in the spring, summertime, this is full of ferns and all kinds of stuff that, you can walk through it, but you can't see what you're gonna step on. I know there's things that grow in the earth that live up here that we don't want to step on. Every once in a while you come across something that you go, what? And this is the what? It's a regular pot. Who knows what for? We're free, we're free. He's up there eating his bone. We watched Bob Ross paint last night. He did I'm looking at the sky thinking, man, that's gorgeous. He did a sunset sunrise as if it was Arizona or New Mexico. It started out with a black canvas. Oh my God, that Bob Ross, he is so damn talented. It's like, man, I'm looking at that going, I'd love to have that painting. I don't think there's a painting that Bob Ross has ever done that I did not like. It was, hello, Muhammad, how are you? There's our second FedEx plane coming in. Oh, landed coming from the west. Our camera's not that good on here. It also would zoom in. You wouldn't see anything. Snacking in deer leg. And there's Ruckus looking for permission to go inside the woods. So we'll go down there. see what he's looking at. We've never been this far. We've been down into these woods. Don't usually come this way. But there's a bunch of fallen trees down there. It looks like a shelter of some sort way back there. You got the road right there. So yeah, all I'm seeing is broken trees. And a bunch of snow. I'm not gonna go back there. I am ill-equipped to deal with whatever happens. I have no weaponry on me at all, which is odd because I usually carry at least a knife or something usually if I'm out with the boys. Just in case. Not for me, for them, they get stuck on something or whatever. It's always better to have and not need than need not have. Let's be proactive and not reactive. Absolutely. Man, that's a great sunset. Sunrise, sorry. So today we got nothing to do. Actually, we do. We got a lot to do. God, I wish we didn't have anything to do. Got some stuff I want to put on my Jeep. I may not do that. I do have the bylaws for our HOA printed out. I do want to go through that and highlight the stuff that I'm going to start tagging people with. I'm the president of our HOA. We just formed 2 months ago, and I was given the title of president. So I got to go through and start doing presidential things. Telling people that they're fucking up. We got a guy that is blatantly not following the rules and pretty much telling everybody to kiss his ass. Well, that's fine, but we'll take it. We'll do what we have to. The biggest thing was, gotta leave paper trail. Gotta make sure that everybody knows what you're doing. So far, people have been talking to him. It's been all verbal. Well, you got a verbal warning for that, verbal warning for that. You know what? That's all hearsay. You can't use that. Let's get a paper trail going. So we're going to start back at zero. We're going to start getting paper trails, getting our ass covered. Come on, bud. Mac. Good boy. He wants to go to the Jeep. He wants to, well, that's where he thinks we're going. But Ruckus wants to keep walking, so we're going to keep walking. I'm going to say good morning and goodbye to everybody. My hands are freezing, my tips and my fingers are cold, child. They're cold. And it's a gorgeous day, so we're going to say goodbye for now. Probably going to start another one here. And once you get home, it was raining. First spring rain. That'll be fun. All right, kids, have a great day today. Be humble, be prosperous, be productive. Make some money for yourself.